Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and I want to make this video. It's been about a few days since this happened, and I never really got to address it, and so I want to say rest in peace to Adam West, aka the original Batman. Um, so Adam West was the for anyone who doesn't know, which if you don't, shame on you. Um, Adam West was the original live-action Batman from the live-action TV series from the late '60s, Batman. um, and so Batman, or Adam West, died at the age of 88 with leukemia. Or he was fighting leukemia, I believe that was what they said it was. He was fighting briefly for leukemia, but Adam West was the original live-action Batman, and I know there are some DC fans out there that might not know the significance of the series, but they really should. And so I think I should explain this, because I do believe if it wasn't for Adam West, Batman would not be as popular as it is today. Because I mean, let's face it, guys. He laid the groundwork for live action for superheroes. I mean, that stuff really wasn't done as much prior to them doing that series. I'm sure there were some other ones too, because I'm sure someone in the comment section is going to comment, oh, well, there was this or something like that. But the thing is, in the late '60s, when this series was put out on TV, there was about like 3 channels back then, like ABC, NBC, you know, what was the other one? There was a third one too. NBC, NBC. I know there was another one. Damn, I can't remember it. Someone's gonna put it in the comment section what the third channel was. I know it. But anyways, so basically, TV guys in the '60s was like, it was like one of those things where it was like, it was new. There was not much stuff going on back then, so they all had to fight for ratings and stuff like that. So when the Batman series came out, that really put Batman out there. He was probably one of the first superhero characters that was really put out on television. And I'm not trying to say that to any other superhero out there that was, put out on television, stuff like that, but I'm saying that he was probably one of the first people that was exposed to it. And for at least live action, not like necessarily like a cartoon or something, because we all know they were doing cartoons as well in the '60s for a lot of superheroes. But for live action, it was different, and that was really unheard of back then. And so Adam West really paved the way for a lot of the Batmans you see today. Now I know Adam West's interpretation of the character wasn't probably the best, since Batman isn't kind of that type of character per se. But then again, the show was more of an entertainment type show. quirky, superhero saving and stuff. So the show is very vastly still entertaining. I remember watching it when I was younger because my mom had some of those old VHSs, which were the only things that were officially released, might I add, to television or to home releases because of that whole, Fox owns the actual show. Warner Brothers owns Batman the character whole issue, which is why the Blu-rays and the DVDs were never released until 2014. So they were able to somehow mangle around a VHS release, in the 90s, but even that was still a long time, because the series, I believe, wrapped up in 1969 or 68. 68, I think it was. It was, I think, 3 years. Let me see. From 1966 to 1968. So yeah, 1968. And I think that was right around the time also when Warner Brothers had purchased it, like a year later or something. Warner Brothers had purchased DC around that time. So I mean, that's when the whole issue started between Fox 20th Century and Warner Brothers. They were able to finally come to an agreement, which is always good when you have these issues between two studios. Maybe Fox can learn something with Marvel. Fat chance, but okay. But anyways, so the series was more of an entertainment series, and like I said, I do believe that the series did help Batman the character get as popular as it did. I do believe it paved the way, with all the spin-offs, all the cartoons, or even the movies that they did afterwards. So I do believe that that is what helped Batman become what he is today. And it's for better because Batman now, obviously in recent movies, we have seen Batman be more of a character that, he's kind of more like in the comics. Which is, more of a serious type thing, especially with the Nolan movies, the Dark Knight trilogies. What I really hope they do, since Adam West was so synonymous with the Batman character, and because everyone pretty much knows Adam West's voice. The moment you've heard it, you guys probably have heard it from multiple different cartoons: Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob, Johnny Bravo. He's pretty much been in those shows, and he's probably been in the vast majority of any Nickelodeon show and or Cartoon Network show you have seen on television. Probably even the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, he did a cameo in it. So there are multiple different cartoons out there that he has done. So you've probably heard him, you've heard his voice in somewhere. I remember when they did the Crimson Chin and they did a Catman person for Fairly Odd Parents. The guy, like I said, very synonymous with the Batman character. Obviously they got into a more darker direction with the Batman character in recent movies, and got away from the Adam West interpretation of the character. But without Adam West, there is no Batman that you guys see to this day, and that's one of the things that people need to understand. I'm hoping that what Warner Brothers does in whatever the next Batman film is, or whenever he makes the next appearance, in a movie. I really hope they do something in honor for Adam West because of how much he did for the Batman character. I think he even voiced Batman in recent Lego movies, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up, but so this guy had been still actively doing stuff for the Batman character even to this day, to the moment he died or passed away. So I feel like Warner Brothers needs to like do something, even if it's for a quick moment in the movies, where they have the current Batman, actor do some quirky type, Adam West Batman scene as a tribute to him because of what he did for the Batman character, and that's one thing I really hope that they do. And I'd like to know what you guys think about Adam West and what you thought of his interpretation of the Batman character. Obviously, the original live-action Batman, and what you guys think of it. What was your favorite moment of him and what he did as Batman, or your your favorite maybe memory of him in the cartoons or stuff. I just really liked his voice. Anytime when I heard his voice, I knew it was him. I could tell. He's one of those characters where it's like who he is the moment he talks. Like, you can't hide it. You can't hide who Adam West is. And he's got that really cool. He's got that cool, confident type voice. And can make those little jokes, in that voice. I wanted to talk about that and talk about what he's done for the Batman character is very synonymous to what we see in Batman to this day, and I'm very happy for that. Batman was one of the original superheroes that I got into as a kid before I got, of course, into Dragon Ball Z. So Batman always has a special place. He's my second favorite superhero, obviously behind the Dragon Ball Z guy I always talk about. And I know I don't talk about this stuff as much, but believe me, these guys are awesome. All these people that are doing these Batman films, I all love them, and I've watched them. I even went through that whole Batman v Superman movie. Glad that Batman got to kick Superman's ass. It's the only thing good about that movie, in my personal opinion. But awesome dude, and awesome, at that time, interpretation of the character, until, of course, we got to the newer stuff with Batman, the movies, but he'll always be synonymous to the character, and I like that he continued. He was like, he never gave it up, even after, doing all these live action things. He was still doing voiceovers for Batmans for numbers of years, guys. So it was not just a one and done thing. This guy, pretty much for the rest of, from 1966 till the end of his life, he pretty much was doing something that involved Batman. Even when he did cameos, in other shows where he was acting with, different things, you would always hear the Batman joke. Oh, that's Batman, or, like in Very Odd Parents where he, played a different superhero, but you kind of pretty much knew what he was kind of going for there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they did. So the guy had a very big impact on the Batman, the character, as well as the fans that made this character as synonymous as he is to this day in popularity, probably one of the most popular superheroes in North America, probably in the world. I know people are gonna argue that, but Batman's is definitely one of the most popular superheroes out there, and if not the popular superhero for a vast majority of reasons. And it is a large in part due to what Adam West did all those years ago, and still did until the day he passed away. So for that, I'm very happy and grateful that he was able to bring this character to life. And all these movies later, that we have of Batman, is just awesome. So I want to thank Adam West for putting that character to life, and rest in peace, Adam West. Let me know what you guys think, your favorite moments of Adam West as a voice actor and/or movie actor, and/or Batman moments. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And that's about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace.